Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Shadow Sister Silva, and this is my sacred place for shadow love. And this is the first episode of Lost and Found Faust in Labyrinth. The title is actually written here in this third pile card. So let me explain what is my new program. I have scheduled it so that until 14th of December, we will be busy with Faust, Goethe's Faust book. And today, definitely, I read directly from the book. I will see the other weeks if I make like a synopsis of the story. But this is kind of the pre-story. But the whole idea is that as I'm an illustrator, and I find this interesting way to stay creative to do these tarot readings. And how can I do it better? Is that I every week commit to design 3 postcards. And these are your first postcards and first pile. So let's start from that. And indeed today I read directly from this Goethe Faust playwright. It can be a bit long text, but I found it very meaningful, especially the first texts. So let's go. Pile number 1, you got this card that I just freshly designed. So then, this is kind of like, often I draw Shadow Sister, but now I kind of made my alter ego because I have blonde hair, even if I call myself a Shadow Sister. So there is the Light Sister, who is the creative sister in these drawings, and the Labyrinth. Anyway, then you have this, what was the name of the rune? Uruz. Uruz rune. This is also a text I will read. Then you have third eye chakra crystals. In my readings, I always have like every reading I ever made is having this kind of chakra crystals. So you could always get readings that would be healing when you know kind of that you're interested in certain chakras. So this grey aventurine is now pile number 1. And sometimes more piles are interesting, but now the first card is 6 of pumpkins, 6 of pentacles. And I always use certain decks for certain energies. Anyway, let's go on. Pile number 2, you got this kind of card. And yes, they go in order. The stories go in order. So it's kind of like the stories are in the book also in this order. Then we have here Ingwaz rune. My own Shadow Sister deck that I have been creating last winter. This is just handmade deck. As well, these are all handmade. Here we have a temperance card, angel card. I accept all parts of myself. And another third eye chakra. This is the special one from Romania. So it's like kind of like a Joker 8 chakra. And then you have pile number 3 is this Lost and Found Faust in Labyrinth. The third card is this. And they are like illustrations of those themes that will be in the story. And your rune will be Naudhiz. And the chakra is throat chakra, lapis lazuli. And then we have this Lisa Larker Familiars tarot deck. First card is High Priestess, this kind of faithful cat. These are your piles. What else? So this is recorded. This will always be recorded. Maybe I will tell more info on. This is Saturday. I'm recording it. Sunday, tomorrow I will keep YouTube live, and you will see it before this reading goes on. So anyway, there I can tell more about my plans, but now let's focus on this. This will be the readings I'm gonna make this autumn. So every Sunday, 7 o'clock, this recorded video comes out, and we have this 3 pile reading. Yes, today I will give a Virgo reading also. So for Virgo, I really randomly will pick a wild card from this text. Of course, these are all gonna have like advice cards as well from this text, but they are set it in the energical way. And for Virgo, I pick a crystal. I do the same exact reading that I do here today. So kind of fourth pile is the Virgo pile. But that is the last one, and that is kind of surprise. And for that reason, I have all these energies here, ready to get what is your advice card then. We will see. So let's go. We start with the pile number 1. And I'll put this aside. Okay, I'm gonna put a little break. Welcome to your reading, pile number 1. This is the card you have selected, my freshly made Faust in Labyrinth, Lost and Found Faust in Labyrinth. Here in this labyrinth there is a unicorn. I got inspired of this kind of old work where there is actually a unicorn in the garden. Some people say it's kind of like interpreted as a Christ, but it's anyway in my reading. You will hear soon the Faust story. This is my interpretation, illustration of the first thing. So let's start immediately, and this will be your advice card. Let's start with the Faust immediately. I thought that why not to read directly from the book, because I often read even the Grimm's fairy tales. I have past readings, I think 8 readings where I read Grimm's fairy tales, and then also I read from the book. So this is not so long. It's fitting to a reading. So pile number 1. This is your first Faust story. Uncertain shapes, visitors from the past, at whom I darkly gazed so long ago. My heart's mad fleeting visions, now at last shall I embrace you, must I let you go? Again you haunt me, come then hold me fast. Out of the mist and murk you rise, whoso besiege me, and with magic breath restore, stirring my soul, lost you to me once more. You bring back memories of happier days, and many a well-loved ghosts again I greet, as when some old half-faded legend plays about our ears, lamenting strains repeat, my journey through life's labyrinthine maze. Old griefs revive, old friends, old loves I meet, those dear companions, by their fates unkind, decree cut short, who left me here behind. They cannot hear my present music, those few souls who listened to my early song. They are far from me now who were so close, and their first answering echo has so long been silent. Now my voice is heard, who knows by whom? I shudder as the nameless tongue applauds it. Are they living still, those friends, whom once it moved, scattered to the world's ends? And am I seized by long unwanted yearning for that still solemn spirit realm which then was mine? These hovering, lisping tones returning, sigh as from some Aeolian harp, as when I sung them first, I tremble, and my burning tears flow. My stern heart melts to love again. All that I now possess seem far away, and vanished worlds are real to me today. This is the first Faust text. I love to put there a very, like a true love unicorn, symbolizing all pure heart memories. What is pure and innocent and something that nobody can destroy. It's in the middle of this labyrinth. And then there is the autumn leaves. That sometimes, indeed, I know myself in the summer I lost aunt And if you get cancer, when your liver doesn't work anymore, you turn yellow. And it was said in one oracle deck also how yellow is kind of color of death, but also in the spring the yellow flowers are first flowers to come. So it is kind of, I find it very spiritual color. I mean, of course, gold is very spiritual color to paint. Now in this paintings I didn't use, I often use really a golden paint. I could have, but I let it be just the colors of the colors, not to add any gold, but I could have. Because this is really like a golden tree in a moonlight. Kind of like a moon card, mysterious. So anyway, you take what resonates from here, but this is now just get the story started. We have also here the Uruz rune. Maybe I have to read this still before we start doing the cards more. So Uruz is alphabet U and V, element earth, and symbol aurochs and rain, interpretation, strength, power, stubbornness, courage, untamed potential, and freedom. Interesting. This freedom theme is already here because the unicorn is captured. It's almost like she's coming to free the unicorn, free the true love. And Tarot is High Priestess, astrology, Sun in Taurus, Moon in the 8th house, Moon and Taurus. Uruz refers to Ur, aurochs, wild, bovine animals that is now extinct. The rune character itself depicts the horn of the aurochs and represent the gateway to the world beyond, to the world beyond. Also in this reading, in this drawing, my idea was to bring in the fantasy, because the poetic text was very much like calling in, first it was mentioning in the Labyrinth, but it was calling in this kind of memories from the past and kind of fantasy. And sometimes I feel like if we cannot imagine anymore, it's like imagination and all this kind of dreams come from the heart. We are losing the beauty in the world if we cannot imagine a better world. And here is kind of like imagining that there is this real unicorn here in the garden. So anyway, so gateway to the world beyond. Uruz reveals the power that lies in the very essence of every human being. Person seeking advice should direct her concentration and strength to her personal development. For the future, Uruz means renewal, growth, vitality, and healing. And again, unicorn is a symbol of healing. So it's very fitting also this. With the help of the Uruz rune, you can mobilize your inner strength to achieve goals, realize dreams, settle what is it like called? Centered. I should have write better. Settle something and act responsibly. Settle conflicts and act responsible. As a symbol of earth, Uruz makes material events tangible and visible. Interesting. Anyway, I think I want to show you already the advice card. We're going to read this. Because you got this third eye chakra, you got Morrigan, Call of the Morrigan. I was using my first reading of this autumn. I made this kind of Lion Gate portal reading. You're gonna now get advice. Let's have this part of the reading so we see it from the beginning. We're gonna read it in the end. Okay, Sword of Naudhiz 13. It was in the last reading too, and then I connected it heavily to somebody dead that wanted to give you a message, and almost like it's here again. There was messaging or something beyond. It's like a higher self. It's really wanting to guide you through this labyrinth of life. Interesting. Unicorn is very, very pure creature. So we start reading cards today. I forgot to say the spread I'm using. I didn't took many cards now because I know that the text I'm gonna read are so long. But we're gonna use the Shadow Sister Arcadia goddess. It means there is this kind of intuitive, very indeed high priestess style of reading. It's gonna be very much intuitive today. Kind of like how do you get out of the labyrinth? Sometimes the walls are very like high and you just have to follow your instinct and to get out. Here it's a bit like a easy to see the path, but it's not always in life. You end up to this kind of corridors where you feel like you are not like always seeing. Okay, so this spread. We have first, what do I hear? We're gonna use no senses. You could do this even walking outside. These questions, what I'm now saying, are intuitive questions you could ask yourself just walking in the nature, because at that point you are very intuitive when you are in that kind of environment. But you can do also intuitive work with tarot cards, and here we are. What do I hear? Whatever is it actual now for you? It's a psychic tarot reading for you by number one. What do I see? I think we are having a kind of love reading here also. Usually I do that kind of way. We're gonna also have the current feelings of a person today. Still. Then what do I feel? There's two feelings. And there is also what do I know? Again two. Okay, it's like a mirroring. But then part of this reading is also to show you shadow and light. So I think I'm gonna use another deck. Let me see. I was marking these decks for the reading. Which one I did for the third eye? Let me see. Yes, it's the small one. It's the mini tarot. Sometimes use it for the verify, but now we show you shadow and the light. Shadow, this position now represents the devil. In this Faust story, in the first chapter, there was not actually in the labyrinth yet. We are not seeing a Faust yet, but it's kind of in the air. The devilish temptations are there. But what is it in your life? Put light in it. And then the lovers will be also kind of love story in the Faust story. So we will see in your case what the lover is represented for. I feel like there's more. No, there is even more. Three things for lovers position. That's a light. So let's start. I feel like I put now in the middle this sword of Naudhiz. Some kind of like a, maybe even like a fight going on, like some kind of higher guidance is at play anyway, for sure. Is here also kind of this idea, finding something beautiful. Here the darkness is guiding, here the light is guiding, they both are kind of here. Let's see the dark now. Wow, you have the Fool. So new chapter in your life is the devil. Unknown can be scary. The devil energy is huge work energy. You can take what resonates, but for me, of course, this set of reading now, it's very much diving into unknown, because this is completely new story, and it's a story of Faust is really about kind of deal with the devil. And you got this musician in the devil position. So whatever it means, there is some dark songs, some dark themes that are coming in the form of songs that you're listening or you're making. Somehow this musician is part of your devil. Of course, to remind you, devil is also this huge passion and kind of desire. So it could just be that too, that there is this passionate fire born in some way with the music. Whatever is the soundtrack of your life, it's very like present here as a devil position. Somehow maybe tempting you. This is tempter. The light. Wow, we got really the High Priestess card here. Wow, in the form of, again, a band. Wow, the musician team continues. That's the light. So you being alone as a creator, musician can this fool of course is really like a poet, even poet type. So poet or lover. Yes, musicians also lovers. So there could be this kind of devilish lover. But the light in is this band, this community. But High Priestess card is of course telling that you are able to see behind the veil. And again, it was kind of feeling like this is happening here in this cards too. But in this picture, there is the whole like a band playing different instruments. And here is the musician. Wow. Another light. Wow, there is really is this, am I seeing it correctly with this deck? Because sometimes they have a horse. Is this page? Wait. I have to verify. Look. Does the knight have a horse, or is this a knight? Yes. So this page of sword, very curious, very aligned with the fact, like, if you are even psychic, if this would be the scary unknown path that you are really following your path, it's really like a path here. And it's kind of the guidance comes even from this dead relatives. It can be really scaring. Sometimes people are afraid, like I've been reading to people and connecting them with the dead relatives, and they're like, oh my God, is he gonna still hang around here? How I live my life now knowing that he's always there. But point is like if there is some dead people in your life giving guidance or something, they just come in love. They are really wanting to guide you in love. So shouldn't be afraid. Very deep. This can be symbol of very deep emotional guidance too. Emotional wisdom. Like things comes from the depth. High Priestess is usually holding a book. Here somehow the music. Of course, it makes sense. It's like a doing poet. It's like automatic writing. You could have this activity to activate your third eye. Like being creative and artist is completely connected to this kind of divine with the imagination. So if we have here the page of sword, this is the person who is able to think out of the box, and that's your light. The band and person able to think out of the box. This is like a young energy, very young person. Be a young person. If we're talking about here the lover, maybe the lover is younger than you. Could be even this. But this is a young spirit. And that's the light. To stay like a youthful. Like a forever young. And then we have still a third one. Wow, a star. So this is telling me really like there is some kind of stardom here. What is this? Again, a concert. No. What is this? I think it's a... Wait, I have to put my glasses. I think it's a play. It's very hard to see. I think people are watching like a theater play. Amazing synchronicity for the fact like this is a theater play, this Faust. And here we have a star. People are looking the show. The show must go on, and there is all these elements of band and the musician, and almost like a Shakespeare is here, like a creative genius. Like this is the light to put this show up. Like now it's getting very personal for me because, you know, I'm putting this whole Faust thing up, drawing every week. So, I mean, in your life, it means that you have to stay active and show your talents and maybe be in some podium, maybe be in some place that people can really see you and not hide. You have to be the star. That's the light, to shine, to be showing off. And of course, this is a healing card too. Like a star Aquarius card is also a healing card. It could be somebody. The Aquarius energy might be meaningful, while High Priestess is connected to, of course, Pisces and as well Cancer, Scorpio. This kind of water elements going deep. Very beautiful wisdom is anyway here expressed in the impossible in arts. I see it's totally Shakespeare character here. So yeah. And the devil is the young lover. It doesn't have to be young, but this is like a lover, the fool. Like able to really have a new beginning. But that's still the devil, the darkness. Like it's maybe the unknown is scary. Or is a temptress here. Who is this? Anyway, now let's see what we have been seeing here, using exactly the psychic skills. So what do I hear now about this love story? Wow, there is this vampire judgment card. So I hear there is, maybe we should open them all, but maybe we go one by one. There is like an assessment what has happened, like some kind of family stories, because this is like a father and a mother and a child. And maybe I understand later, but this is really like of course, awakening card in this form is just like a very vampire related. But maybe it tells really about the talents. This is almost like a theater show itself. So we are not reading now like Dracula, we are reading the Faust, but I think the Faust itself, it's a bit this kind of character. No, not Faust, the Mephistopheles, the devil in the Faust, is really coming to me, make kind of deal and play with people's life. So somehow you hear this story is somehow actual, that some old stuff should come alight, like whatever has been done in the past, now it's coming. And everybody can see what is there in the hidden boxes. Could be some trauma too. But things are, you are kind of most likely healing now. So you should not be afraid to open some boxes that you have not opened. So here that the boxes are opening, some interesting theater things is around. What do I see? Wow, world. So you see the world. You see the big picture. You really are like going towards like these are major arcana cards. These are life path cards. So interesting. Full circle. These are actually last cards both. This is like a new beginning, and this is the last pieces of the story or life path. So there's some kind of cycle that is you are seeing that certain things are coming to end, and so new things can begin. This sounds really like you are still going through some old things, possibly fresh to start anew. While this is looking towards here also, there could be really some ancestor story that you are dealing still also, to look from the past to learn what happened in the future. Kind of like we can predict the future looking in the past. So there's some patterns you should be aware. Okay, then that you see. So what do I feel? Wow, King of Pumpkins and Ten of Cups. Okay, so you feel like something is indeed ending, or this Ten of Sword can be really like they come together. So this is a good husband and this kind of stable man figure, but then this is a woman really in anxiety or depression, even that is totally like a dark night of the soul situation. So interesting that the woman is so down. That is couple dynamic here. It's like a feeling of there is somebody is very abundant and somebody is abundant with the suffering and pain. So they both are abundant, but this is of course not so positive. There is all this kind of bad beliefs flying around. But this woman might be indeed a little bit not so open. It's more like a closed, almost like the winter starts and she gets cold. Of course, for some people, this could be a dead person. That's why it's here, because this card already tells me something. The 13 is such a dead number. So they both have eyes closed. So they are kind of in the internal world here. I feel it's like an inside world. And let's see. Then we have here. So what do I know? Okay, the Queen of Pumpkins is there. So in the same line, in the upper realms, there is the wife that is here. And again, the suffering is here. So the same pairing, it's valid. Wow. I feel that the man is stable and the woman is suffering. And I know that the woman is stable still, also able to be this good queen, nurturing queen. Very, very Virgo season going on here with this thing. But there is a heartbreak. In the both cards, same line, there is heartbreak. There is a lot of things to heal. There is this really, really like rain on, rain on, some kind of worries in the paradise. But wow, I think these people are mirroring back to themselves these things. This is divine counterparts. They are the same suit. But the feeling is very strong in the man, and in the knowing is very strong in the woman. Practically, women are intuitive, so maybe it tells about the energy. They both feel this heartbreak. They both feel, if we take them as separate people, they both have the same hurt, or same kind of hurt. Or maybe a bit different, but the point they both are in this kind of sword energy. Can be suffering. Yeah. Healing is definitely needed here. Okay. I'm looking a bit far. So let's have now current feelings of a person. So dead or alive or lost, or like this whole series called Lost and Found, Faust and Labyrinth. They seem to be a little bit lost here, both of them a bit. Some kind of worries. But beautiful thing that there's this kind of lover and very creative star-like light energy is here. So whatever is this worries, you should channel your energy to some creative fantasy world. It's good to dream and be in this kind of dreaming, seeing the bigger picture. This is seeing the bigger picture. Okay, current feelings of your person. Line number 1. Current feelings of your person. Okay. See what comes. I'm immediately seeing there is a fox. It's a nice. What is this? It's a nice fox jumping to the labyrinth. With foxes, we must play the fox. Fox News. Thomas Fuller. Who is fox here? With foxes, we must play fox. Okay. We have here. Oh my god, it's so complicated. Dark angel. All the dreams we had so close. Angie. You can't say we never tried. All your kisses still taste sweet. I still love you. Remember, do all this. Remember all those nights we cried, Angie, Angie, when will those clouds disappear? Wow, it's totally going to this section. When will those clouds disappear? So the queen is really in heartbreak here. And now I understand what the feeling is. The man is very empathetic about this loss, whatever the woman is feeling. They are really like feeling it too, empathetic. Okay, it's huge empathy here. That's a beautiful safe space. Then we have the strongest weapon in the world is truth, because truth is indestructible. Okay, so this kind of sword in the middle tells also this is totally symbol of truth and honesty. This kind of sword. So that's called Oracle of Love. Wanting to know what is gonna happen, wanting to feel secure, missing you, wanting to be close, scared of losing you. Yeah, this could be here really, like the person is scared of losing when she's going so much inwards. There we have the ghost. Ghost can't rest, fear of loss, feeling vulnerable, wandering soul, restless energy, insecure, lost in twilight. When I have this card on the table, it tells me there is a ghost in the reading. I already said in the beginning there is number 13, a dead number, like there is somehow some influence of some dead relative or dead person here. So the question is now, how do we show that? How do I show that? I think I show that with the... I just want to have this one, a message from the heart. Let's have the ghost have now some voice. Because the heart... Psychic for the heart. Let's show one card. Ghost, you have one chance to show me. Maybe for the both parties, what is in the heart of this woman? Like what could be the... Even the ghost can help to heal. The ghost wanna be helping. I think it wants to really... It's here. Let's have one, just one. Heal. Wow. The ghost... Oh my god, what a message. The ghost is just here wanting you to heal. Somebody has died. It's just here like heal, break the chains. Oh my god, the unicorn is also... You cannot see it well, but I have drawn here a chain in the neck. Or like a belt and then the chain in the tree. And here it's coming to say heal. Wow, the message is clear. Even this vampire is coming here to say heal. Even this crow person is coming here to heal. It's like heal the world. So wow, amazing. And of course this is the same card, 17 major arcana card as well. The light is heal. It's second time here. It has to be more clear. I guess the ghost was like, okay, this picture is not so clear what they are healing here with the culture. But looks like you can be healing with the music and culture and active creative mind that is able to go out of the box. So let's start to read this advice card. I think I read immediately this message from the ghost. Heal. A peaceful healing energy surrounds you right now. This is an ideal time to bring healing to your relationships and realize your hopes and dreams. This card could be presenting itself to ask you, isn't it time for forgiveness? Understand that no human being can ever be perfect. By accepting this, you are in a position to forgive yourself and those with whom you are involved. Forgive freely and without reservations. And blame and resentment are heavy weights to bear. By forgiving, you will feel a weight lifted from your shoulders and become enveloped by deep serenity. You'll also give the gift of serenity to the other person. Don't just offer forgiveness, also offer your love and thoughtful insight. Open non-judgmental dialogues with others, sharing what you learned and how you've grown. By doing so, you will be encouraging others to practice forgiveness. With hope for the future, relationships can blossom. Please know too that by forgiving yourself and embracing a hopeful spirit, You also invite new relationship into your life. At the same time, be willing to receive the blessings that others have to offer you. Be open to their insights and guidance. Listen objectively to what others have to say and act upon that guidance if it feels right for you. Be receptive to divine inspiration as well. It surrounds you at this time. Heal yourself, heal your relationships, and be at peace. An affirmation. I offer and accept healing in my relationships, and I'm at peace. A star. Wow, the ghost wanna show you a guiding star. Oh my god, the snake just dropped. Oh my god, sometimes things are really meaningful. Snake is a snake year this year. It's totally the symbol of deep healing as well. Maybe it had to move to show this, that this is snake year, and even the snake just wanted you here. It wanna remove the poison. Your heart was poisoned for some reason. The poison will be now removed. So then we're gonna read now this advice card from the Call of the Morrigan. Morrigan is very direct with the messages. This card has come before. It wanted to come again. So the message has to be heard now. But if I see number 13 on the table, it is often also number of death. So now, keywords: taking right action, truth, determination. Naudhiz stands poised for battle, his shining sword in hand, shield ready. He is determined in his goal. He knows he can't stand on the sidelines. He must act. The Morrigan, half raven, half woman, whispers to him, inciting him to act, strengthening him so he may face his battles and emerge victorious. This is moment we should all be familiar with. That moment you decide you are going to do something. That moment you know you must act. Perhaps to protect another, to stand up for yourself, to take chance on a new endeavor, or to better your life in some way. Whatever it is, Naudhiz stands ready with us, focused on the path ahead. A little bit more. Naudhiz's sword claims solace, or the Sword of Light, is one of the 4 treasures that Tuatha De Danann brought to Ireland. Naudhi's sword is connected to the truth. When this card appears, it can represent the truth being exposed and casting away our illusions. The sword, once drawn from his belt, was unconquerable in battle. Know the truth is on your side. Move forward, but be mindful that your actions are truthful and honorable. If you do so, you will be unconquerable. Wow. Truth will set you free, and your higher self is just wanting to set even the unicorn free and heal every hurt so the fantasy can live. And what else? Did we have anything else? I think that's about your reading, number 1. Glad to see what I saw. I will soon get ready the table for the pile number 2. Welcome to your reading, pile number 2. You will get first the Goethe Faust story directly from this book. This is still on the Goethe story Prelude on the Stage. So in this scene there is a director, the poet, and the clown. And this is my interpretation. I put the director to be kind of myself. Now this Pierrot clown and the poet, busy writing. You will get also this advice card. This is also third eye pile, just a special one. And my own deck. Let me see. Yeah. This was the image here. I accept all parts of myself. Let's start this reading by reading from the book of Faust. Director. This is really like a dialogue. My friends, tell me, you two have stood by me in bad times and in good. How shall we prosper now? My toil, indeed my pleasure, is to please the mob, and they are tolerant public, I'll admit. The posts and boards are up, and it is our job to give them all merry time of it. They are in their seats, relaxed, eyes opened wide, waiting already to be mystified. I know how to content popular taste, but I problem here, it must be said. Their customary fares not of the best, and yet they are appallingly well read. How shall we give them something fresh and new, that's entertaining and instructive too? I like to see them all throng through the gate into our wooden paradise, to watch them push and shove and labor up that straight and narrow way like babes about to hatch. Our box office, while it's still broad daylight, is under siege before it's even 4. They want their tickets, tooth and nail they fight, like some half famished crowd outside a baker's door. Only the poet's magic so holds sway over them all. Make it, my friend, today. Poet, this person here. Do not remind me of that motley throng. Spare me the sight of them. Our spirits fail and flounder in the stream. We are swept along. Again the unruly flood. What can prevail? Give me the quietness where I belong, the poet's place, the stillness never stale, the love and friendship. Only there our art thrives on the blessed nurture of the heart. Deep in the soul and impulse there can flow an early song still lisping and unclear. Well formed or ill, its momentary show, too soon from time's wild crest will disappear. Often unseen and darkly it must grow, reaching its ripeness after many a year. What glisters is the moment's born to be, soon lost, true gold lives for posterity. Then Clown says, must we bring in posterity? Suppose posterity were all I thought about. Who would keep the present public boredom out? They must be entertained. It's what one owes to them. And with a lad like me performing, they are enjoying what they see. Communicate and please, you will not retire then into semi solitude. Resentful of the public's fickle mood, the wider circles easier to inspire. So do what's needed, be a model poet. Let fancy source all sing and interweave reason, sense, feeling, passion, but by your leave, let good vein of folly still run through it. The director says, and let's have enough action above all they come to look. They want a spectacle. Let many things unfold before their eyes. Let the crowd stare and be amazed, for then you will win their hearts, and that's to win the prize. You will join the ranks of famous men. Mass alone charms the masses. Each man finds something to suit him, something to take home. Give much, and you will have given to many minds. They'll all leave here contented to have come. And let your peace be all in pieces too. You will not go wrong if you compose a stew. It's quick to make and easy to present. Why offer them a whole? They will just fragment it anyway. The public always do. The poet is saying. I note you don't despise such a métier and have no sense of how it ill beseems. True art. If I were to do things your way, I would join the bungling amateurs, it seems. Director. Such a reproach offends me not a bit. My aim is our success. I must adopt the proper methods of achieving it. What tools best when there's soft wood to be chopped? Consider who you are writing for. They come, some of them, for sheer boredom. Some arrive here fully sated after feeding. Others again have just been reading the newspapers. God helps us all. They come with absent thoughts, as if to masked ball. Mere curiosity brings them. As for the display of ladies and their finery, why they eke out the show and ask me for no pay. Why do you dream your lofty dreams of art? Why do full houses flatter you as well? Take a look at our patrons. You can tell half of them have no taste and half no heart. One will be looking forward to game of cards after the play, another to a night in some girl's arms. Poor foolish poet, why invite your muse to toil for this? Make it your aim merely to give them more, give them excess. It's such a hard job to amuse them, that your best plan is to confuse them. Do that and you will be certain of success. Now, what's the matter? Pain or ecstasy? Poet, leave me and find some other willing slave. Must the poet forego what nature gave him as his birthright, forfeit wantonly for you that noble gift? How else does he move all men's heart? What power but his invents, the conquest of the elements? Song bursts forth from him, a harmonious whole, engulfs the world and draws it back into his soul. Nature spins out her thread endlessly long. At random on her careless spindle wound, all individual lives in chaos tongue, together mixed like harsh discordant sound. Who devise up this dull monotonous drift into a living rhythm? Who can lift particular things into a general sense of some great music's sacred concurrence? When passion's rage, who makes the tempest sing, the sunset glow when solemn thought prevails, who scatters all the blossom of the spring on his beloved path, who makes a crown of mere green leaves, the symbol of renown for higher distinction. What is this that fills Olympus, joins the gods in unity, the power of man revealed in poetry? Clown. Use them then, use these delightful powers, and do your poet's work rather as when one falls in love to pass the amorous hours, one meets by chance, one lingers, one is smitten, and one's involvement gradually increases. Happiness grows, but soon enough it ceases. Joy ends in tears, and somehow then it all becomes a novel, ready written. Let's give them that. Let's make that kind of show. Use real life and its rich variety. They are living it, but unreflectingly. They will notice this or that they didn't know. Colorful changing scenes and little sense, much error mixed with just a grain of truth. That's the best drink for such an audience. They'll be refreshed and edified. That way it will attract the flower of our youth. They will hear your words and think them revelation, and every tender soul sucks from your play a sustenance of melancholy sensation. Each will find something in it to excite him, for what he will see already there is inside him. They are young yet, ready still to laugh or cry. Fancy still pleases, rhetoric lifts them high. The old and hardened are thankless brood, but growing minds can still show gratitude. Poet, give me back those years when I myself was still developing, when songs poured forth unceasingly and thick and fast as from a spring. Then still my word was misty veiled, then promised wonders were in bud. I picked the myriad flowers that filled those valleys in such plenitude. My poverty was rich profusion. I longed for truth and loved illusion. Give unchecked passion back to me, those deep delights I suffered then, love's power and hatred's energy. Give back my youth to me again. Clown, my friend, youth's what one needs, of course, when one is in the thick of battle with the fool, or when sweet girls are hanging on one's neck and simply won't let go, or when the finish of a race beckons far off to victory, or when once danced at furious pace, then spends the night in revelry, but boldly gracefully to play upon thy lyre, choose one's own goal and reach it by some charming way. on random motions of the soul. Such is the older poet's task, and we respect you nonetheless. The proverb's wrong, you see. Age is no second childhood. Age makes plain. Children we were, through children we remain. And director says still, come, that's enough of words. What I want now is deeds. While you, my friends, exchange these well-turned compliments, the time for useful work slips by. Why all this talk of the right mood? It won't just come by dithering. Command your muses, and they'll sing to order if you are any good. You know what we expect of you. We are thirsty for a potent brew. Prepare it now. What not begun today will still be left undone tomorrow. Never miss a day, but boldly and with resolution seize chances, forelock and waylay the possible before it slips away. A started task compels completion. Producers like to try things out, so make sure now we have machines and plenty of spectacular scenes. Use the sunshine and moonshine lights. Use starlight. We have stars galore, water and fire and rocky heights, and birds and animals by the shore. Score. Thus, on the narrow ports, you will seem to explore the entire creation scene, and with shift steps, yet wise and slow, from heaven through the world, right down to hell, you will go. Wow, this last sentence of director. From heaven through the world, right down to hell, you will go. Yes, this is kind of the theme of the Faust. There is totally like a heaven and hell coming up. This was very long text, but I want you to read because it's kind of like giving a whole tone to this story. And who knows, maybe I read always from the book. The Goethe has made this first part of the Faust in 30 years. And practically, he made a second part. I mean, this is kind of complete story here now, what I'm going to read. If we take the second part, who knows? He made again kind of like 30 years, the next. So kind of busy with Faust for 60 years. It's like whole life he was like obsessed, let's say. But now let's start. We have here this rune. Ingwaz. Let's have it in, whatever is coming here now. The symbol is seed and egg. Animal, brown bear, eagle and owl. Tarot, judgment and the ruler like emperor. Astrology, Jupiter in Capricorn, moon in the 4th house, Jupiter, new moon and black moon. Now we are actually living the new moon. It was just yesterday when there was like a black moon, which is like a second new moon in a month. This actually looks kind of like a seed, or could be even this kind of new moon, interestingly. Anyway, Ingwaz represents growth, harvest, peace and prosperity, as well as a reflection of meditation. This rune gives the advice to give yourself enough time to solve a problem or a complicated task. Ingwaz is bundled energy. In its sacred circle, this energy can accumulate and develop over time, as if a chick were growing in an egg, quietly and hidden from the outside. Something grows and germinates inside. At some point, the shell of the egg gets a crack and it breaks. Unfocused energy flows out of it. It represents itself to the world in its perfection. It's not important that the world participate in the process of development. The result will represent itself to it. Before that, the energy can grow silently and undisturbed. In every human being, there is a talent waiting to be discovered and lived. It's our task to recognize the talent and nourish it. Oh, it's very much this kind of like what kind of muses you have, what kind of things you are able to bring forward to the public. Things are kind of like on the backstage developing, kind of in the egg. Something like this is going on here, but like let's start reading. We take first this advice card. So you have the same deck because this is also third eye chakra crystal, so you get also the Call of the Morrigan Oracle. Now, pie number 2. What is the advice here? Oh my god, these 2 cards I'm not gonna take. No. Okay, so this first card wanna come. Okay, offerings. Interesting, like a similar cards are coming, even if I mix this deck. Like last week, I also had 44 offerings. 44, of course, is a angel number, so there's really something about this now. This is potent energy now. Anyway, we are now having this kind of High Priestess spread. And first question is, what do I hear? What do I hear? What do I see? We are using the all kind of senses. What do I see? I think we are talking about love life. Poets are also doing this love poetry, but anyway, what do I feel? And what do I know? And then we're gonna get interesting. I have to use the same deck again for the light, because indeed I have this for the third eye extra deck. So we are gonna have the same deck. Maybe these piles are connected, but kind of they are both this kind of pre-talk of the thing. There's not yet the devil present. Now we look the devil and the lovers, so the shadow and the light. What is reading the devil and what is the lovers energy? Light. Oy. Okay, what is this? 9 of Swords. Devil is having anxiety, thinking too much, waking up in the night, having some worry about something. This kind of worrying should stop. It's feel like a Dark Night of the Soul card. This is 9 of Swords. That's the devil. Like you are too much in your head, too much in the worry state. Maybe especially in the nights those things come. It's the darkest hour. But the light is, wow, it came again, like in the other pile, High Priestess. Remember how intuitive you are, how you have this kind of sixth sense and psy skill. Of course, we have even a third eye energy here. You might put this kind of high awareness and sixth sense in the panic mode just to see what danger is around you. You can use it like wrong in that sense, while you could kind of use it for the light and have higher guidance, because the higher guidance comes from light, from higher self, from love, and really being like a wise, accepting this kind of like a, yes, you are powerful, you are strong, and you can like have a kind of very like a intuitive sense about like a GPS in you. But here, this is in this picture again, is this band. The light could be like a maybe group of musicians, like this group of music makers is somehow here. Now, what do I hear? Wow, I rock your world. There is again like a very creative, like emotional king. So I hear almost like this music thing is like somebody is I rock your world. Somebody is really like a powerful captain, captain of your soul. You hear some captainers. It could be yourself, higher self. This one is sitting on a steady rock and just seeing the opportunities and everything around, like very deep, like emotional vision. Maybe the director energy come through here, like in the story. There was this really, like the director having like a vision, like things just have to be done. Things like ships are coming in, like there's like show must go, and there's all this kind of like a director position here. You hear like there is this kind of like somebody is calling the shots, like maybe it's you, but somebody is like here is also like guiding the band. This kind of person taking the lead, but this is very like emotional mature king Queen of Cups, of course, a loving king. Can be also Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So if somebody you are hearing is this kind of horoscope sign, could be in your life. Meaningful. What do I see? Wow, I give all I got. So you really see this like a theater is going on, like they are really doing all to get a good show going on. This is really like a hard worker, like doing the hard work. Like a rainbow crow is bringing the light to others, and in the process, the rainbow crow was a rainbow crow, but it's burning all the colors. It's becoming like a black crow because so this is black cat, but like it's just like burning every color to just make the impossible possible, to bring the light to the other friends. It's kind of like a sacrificing all he got. Wow, these cards are very connected. Like the fire is here, and now the crows are all in fire here. Wow. I give all I got. Wow, this is really related to this. Wow, there is really this like bringing the fire to people. Oh, story. You or somebody is doing like a impossible possible. Okay. Then what do I feel? Wow, our heart is our true compass. Talking about this GPS, don't forget your heart is the true compass. It's a beautiful thing. Like there's this. Maybe there is some kind of feeling to be separated from the other person. There is like a different kind of worlds. Goldfish and the cat. But there is also very poetic. If there is a poet here writing, here the cat is getting poetic. Like the same cat here is like really poetic. And then what do I know? Wow, again the High Priestess. So this double confirmation, the same card appears. See you on the other side. So you know there is this kind of hidden, unknown, maybe even like this give you anxiety that you cannot see it yet. It's all up in the air or up in the ideal state, and you know that see you on the other side. Like it's really beautiful. Like there is really the other side, like going through all this, just a huge effort, but there is like some amazing things coming. Wow, amazing. Oh, I like this. Wow. Let me see what else. Of course, I have to take something else here. Let me see. Current feelings of a person. So we have here number 2, current feelings of a person. Okay. This is coming. Let me see. Subconscious mind fighting for familiar is kind of saying what is different stage of ages. Like a 0 to 7 is survival. These are like a survival years and strategies. So it's survival is when you are 0 to 7. And then you are like theta state. Then there's alpha plus 8. Beta 14 to 15. Beta is hard to influence. Okay, its card is anyway Ace of Cups and mirror principle, how you are, think, feel, and act. Ownership, 100% own it. It's a bit like a calling to the shadow work. Your person see this kind of person in the mirror. Ace of Cups is anyway beautiful love. There is some kind of... Yeah, this is interesting. When somebody is really intuitive, or let's say like able to be like a mirror to other person, it's like a clear mirror. It's like a sacred person. Sacred love, sacred heart is one when you are really showing like a clear mirror back. There's no dirt in the mirror. You are like this kind of mirror thing with yourself, but with the others too. it's very healing and healthy to be that kind of mirror to other person. But of course it can trigger people who are not in your level. If you are mirroring them things that they have not accepted in themselves, they don't want to look that image. They wanna look away. So remember, like it's like if you are able to really accept all parts of yourself. This was in the beginning of the reading, even the text. Not everybody are. It's a form of maturity, so don't take it personally if somebody's like running away when you are like really honest and straightforward with them, giving them this kind of sacred woman or man style that you cannot hide any parts of you. Anyway, here, witnessing love, outsider, reader, full light, clarity, discovery channel, understanding, see through lies, knows exactly what is going on, objective, appearing cold but not taking parts in staying in safe distance. Okay, these current feelings is some kind of looking in the mirror and being a bit distant. Then the end of all learning is to know God, and art of that knowledge to love and imitate him. No, and out of that knowledge to love and imitate him. Free me by Nefex. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mop, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. I'll be the best, above all the rest. Put me to a test. This is clearly, this person is really put it to a test. Quality time, present moments perfect. Infinite moon and back, precious moments, wanting to be alone with you. Calendar, perfect picture, date, frozen time, movie night, holiday, always in my mind, and full moon. Wow, yeah, they are really like dreaming this quality time with you. That's a love language too. Maybe there is some kind of separation here, but the quality time is like, see you on the other side. We will have the quality time. Somebody's giving all they got, and they are rocking your world. And the heart is a true compass, so listen that hard. Okay, I'm gonna read now these offerings. Interesting that the similar cards keep coming. I have mixed the deck, but two cards almost came, but I just accepted this one. So pile number 2. Your advice is gratitude, give to receive. In the flames burns a magnificent shield. A devotee of the Morrigan has spent a full year designing and creating the shield as an offering to the goddess in gratitude for the blessings she received in the year prior. The shield is emblazoned with crows and symbols of the Morrigan. Walls of poetry honoring the great queen has been created and are spoken over the flames. Offerings and herbs are tied to the shield. Energy and intention put into it throughout the year fill the offering. The offering of the shield, when completed, becomes a ritual of gratitude. In ancient times, offerings were ritually broken to symbolize the spirit of the offering entering the realm of the gods. These items were precious and meaningful to the person offering them. These items were often weapons and other metal work that took a great deal of time and effort to create. Here the shield is burned, its physical shell destroyed, while its energies flow into the other world to the Morrigan. And this card symbolizes a time of acknowledging the blessings and gifts one has in their life, gratitude for the things you have received recently. How can you show your gratitude to those in your life, the gods and the spirits around you? The energy of life is reciprocal. We must always give to receive. Your offerings don't always have to be physical things, they can be generosity or acts of kindness. Whatever you offer, make sure it is something of value. Yes, this was the pile number 2 now. Interesting. So soon I start the pile number 3. I get it ready. Welcome to your reading, pile number 3. This is the card you have selected. This is the title of this whole reading series, Lost and Found, Faust in Labyrinth. And yes, this is the book I'm gonna read now. Start with this Faust. Now we have the 3 prologue in heaven. And in this scene, there is the Lord, the heavenly host, and Mephistopheles, and the 3 angels. Advance. Mephistopheles is this devil. Here, it's here. Raphael is one of the angels. The sun proclaims its old devotion in rival song with brother's fairs, and still completes in thunderous motion the circuits of its destined years. Angelic powers, uncomprehending, are strengthened as they gaze they feel. Thy works, unfathomed and unending, retain the first day's splendor still. Gabriel. The glorious earth, with mind appalling, shiftness upon its rotates, and with the deep night's dreadful falling, its primal radiance alternates. High cliffs stand deep in ocean weather, wide foaming waves flood out and in, and cliffs and seas rush on together, caught in the globe's unceasing spin. And Michael says, and turn by turn the tempest raging from sea to land, from land to sea, built up in passion unswinging, they chain for furious energy. The thunder strikes, its flash is faster, it spreads destruction on its way, but we, thy messengers, O Master, revere thy gently circling day. And the 3 angels in sorrows, and each of us, uncomprehending, is strengthened as we gaze our fill, for all our fill, for all thy works sublime, unending, retain thy first day splendor still. And the Mephistopheles has something to say too. Your Grace, since you have called on us again to see how things are going, and since you have been quite pleased to meet me now and then, I thought I'd come and join your retinue. Forgive me, but grand words are not my trick. I got a sorry figure here, I know, but you would laugh at my high rhetoric, if you not left off laughing long ago. The solar system I must leave unsung, and to mankind woes lend my humble tongue. The little earth god still persists in his old ways, ridiculous as ever, as in his first days. He would have improved if you not given him a mere glimmer of the light of heaven. He calls it reason, and it only has increased his power to be beastlier than a beast. He is, if I may so, sir, a little like a long-legged grasshopper, which hops and flies and sings its silly songs, and flies and drops straight back to grass where it belongs. Indeed, if only he would stick to grass, he pokes his nose in all of the filth he finds, alas. And the Lord says, and that is all you have to say. Must you complain each time you come my way? Is nothing right on your terrestrial scene? Mephistopheles, no, sir. The earth's bad as it has always been. I really feel quite sorry for mankind. Tormenting them myself no fun, I find. The Lord, do you know Faust? Mephistopheles, the doctor, do you mean? The Lord, my servant. Mephistopheles, ah, he serves you well indeed. He scorns earth's fare and drinks celestial mead. Poor fool, his ferment drives him far. He half knows his own madness. I'll be bound he would pillage heaven for his bright star, and earth for every last delight that's to be found. Not all that's near, nor all that's far, can satisfy a heart so restless and profound. The Lord, he serves me, but still serves me in confusion. I will soon lead him into clarity. A gardener knows one day this young green tree will blossom and bear fruit in rich profusion. Mephistopheles, if I may be his guide, you will lose him. Yet I'll subtly lead him my way. If you let me do so, shall we have a bet? The Lord, he lives on earth, and while he is alive, you have my leave for the attempt. Man errs till he has ceased to strive. Mephistopheles, I thank you, Grace, for dead men never tempt. Me greatly I confess, in the connection I like to see a full and fresh complexion, a corpse in an unwelcome visitor. The cat and mouse game is what I prefer. The Lord, well, go on and try what you can do. Entice that spirit from its primal source. And lead him, if he is not too hard for you, to grasp on your own downward course. And then, when you have failed, with shame confess, a good man in his dark, bewildered stress well knows the path from which he should not stray. Mephistopheles, no doubt, it's a short journey anyway. I win my wager without much delay, and when I do, then, if I may, I'll come back here and boast of my success. I'll make him greedy for the dust, the way the serpent was, my famous ancestress. The Lord, indeed, you may feel free to come and call. You are type I never learned to hate, among the spirits who negate. The ironic scold offends me least of all. Man is too apt to sink into mere satisfaction. A total standstill is his constant wish. Therefore, your company, busily devilish, serves well to stimulate him into action. But you, the authentic Son of God, enfold with praise the abundant beauty of the world. Love as you do the eternal process, which is ever living and forever rich. It vanishing phenomena will last, by your angelic thoughts made firm and fast. The heavens close, the archangel disappear, and Mephistopheles, I like to see him sometimes and take care not to fall out with him. It's civil of the old fellow, such a grand seigneur, to have these man-to-man talks with the devil. So this is how I've drawn this devil in this story. It'll be interesting for me to draw it more. It's like a new character. Anyway, this was the story, and next week we have the first part of the tragedy. This was just like a pre-story. But here we have also very Christian kind of rune, like a cross. So I think before we go anywhere further, I'm gonna read this rune meaning as well, because it's interesting how in one file come like this kind of destiny or like cross related stuff. Naudhiz is alphabet N and element fire. Indeed, the other Norns. Necessity, hard work, and life lessons is this. It's very fitting to this pile actually. And symbol is like a resisting forces, interpretation, fate, destiny, limitations, conflict, willpower, endurance, and self-confidence. Animal is lynx. Wow. I mean, this is not lynx, but it also have kind of ears. Anyway, it's lynx, and tarot is justice and the devil. Astrology moon in Scorpio, sun in the second house, Capricorn and Libra. Now this rune combines opposing aspects. It represents the imbalance between what you want to have and what you actually need. To separate the wants from the needs is the true art. If you want to appear strong, you have to know your weaknesses. If you face your weaknesses and work to turn them into strength, you have understood the lessons of the lesson. To fulfill your desire, you must first go through the opposite of what you want to have. Naudhiz is a teacher that teaches patience and analysis. Interesting. I like that my nail polish is matching with this rune. Anyway, there was also this kind of cat of high priestess here. It's really like a witchy thingy here. Maybe I'll show it before I do this reading. Now we see the guidance card is coming from this White Light Oracle. This is your guidance. Aurora Gamma 27. Interesting. Very sunny, very angelic, I would say. We read this in the end. Now we start this reading. This is really like a high priestess style of spread. So we are using our senses. You, of course, have used now your intuition even to select this pile. So, I mean, of course, you can always pick more piles. But following your intuition is a cool thing. Now you can kind of practice it then in your real life also use more. Hope you get like inspired to listen your intuition. So, first position of this Shadow Sister Arcadia Goddess. What do I hear? Do I hear? This can be a love life, of course, but let's see. Do I hear? There's 2 cards. That cat made me think one friend who lost a cat. I wish I could help her also to find the cat, but what do I see? What do I feel? Okay, there is a lot of feelings. And what do I know? What do I know? Get this. Wow, it came here, the cat. That was already in the High Priestess is really potent. This is like a High Priestess spread. Proves every single pile there has been kind of High Priestess cards around. So interesting, this new moon is totally High Priestess time, this kind of crone period. Yesterday was a black moon. So there is this kind of energies around a lot. 9 of Wands, really like a Harry Potter style too. This kind of very like hard working, having a little pause before it's finished. But interesting, this High Priestess and this working energy comes. It's like a Sagittarius energy, 9 of Wands. And this is kind of the 10th one, is this Witch's Wand. Wow, because it's here. So I hear about some intuitive work is on play. Interesting. Oh wow, 9 of Wands and a cat, 9 lives. Cat has 9 lives. For the friend who has missing cat, maybe it's giving like a kind of like guidance to her too, that cats have 9 life. They can survive a lot, but also cats usually find you. They choose you. So if some cat appears now, and not the cat that you lost, but somebody else, it's like kind of like it's choosing you. I know in this case, his friend was traveling and then the cat got missing. So whatever has took place, the cat was missing when she was away. So it's kind of unfortunate that this took place. But this is interesting. 9 lives and the cat of which. You are hearing this. It's really like this cat going missing story. My friend is even a Sagittarius, and this is Sagittarius card. Anyway, maybe there is a lot of like this is really like a the archetype in this throat chakra is don't be a silent child, but express yourself. There's something about expressing here also with this 9 of Wands. Like do the work, whatever is this work. I'm gonna do your magic. You hear? Now it's time to do some magic work. Kind of this is the one too. This Naudhiz, but it's kind of fate thing. Maybe the message was somehow meaningful here if you really read again. Yeah, it's real. There is a cat too, but it's a lynx. Yeah. Yeah, what you need, what you want, what you actually need. Anyway, black cat is definitely magical cat, and this is very magical, witchy image. Anyway, this wanna be here. Then it looks very like a faithful cat. Like at least this is like a confirmation. Like this is like a this is the spirit animal of like a witch, and this is like a witchy card. So it's like this is 9 lives. This is like the cat for some reason is really meaningful spirit animal for you. Okay, what I see, 3 of Cups. Okay, this is like a friendships connection with the friends. You see this, some kind of important. Okay, let's see if we understand. What do I feel? Wow, there is interesting. Even if the cat would be lost, because it is like really that kind of story, this is a spiritual leader, and in here is like an oval, like a night oval. And there's also like a guidance of the moon. And the cat is like following this kind of, again, like instincts, but also like a following somebody who is, I really think about like a Harry Potter style, because this was already, and this too. There's full moon here. Maybe the cat went missing in the full moon. It's really like a following the instinct, got involved with somewhere. That it's like mesmerized by whatever is it. Your case could be like you're following some kind of mentor. I feel like you need to look up to somebody mentor, or like you are looking for some kind of teacher who can teach you something. You feel like you need some kind of knowledge. Came with Six of Pentacles. This is also like you invest, or you're receiving like some kind of guidance. Yes, this is like the divine is giving you like a 6. It's like if you are receiving something, it's like receiving and giving. You have to have them both. Abundance is to have them both. It's not just one way. So kind of like even the student and the teacher, there is this kind of relationship. Like student teach also to the teacher. There is this that you feel like there is this kind of like a thirst for knowledge. Something you're looking up for somebody, okay? And what do I know? 6 of Wands, again 6. In line with this 6. So you know this, yeah, this is the start of the school year. Really, you know you are gonna study. This 9 of Wands is also kind of almost like talking about the September. And 6 of Wands, I mean, let me tell, like I'm going to study this year. And my study starts 1st of September and it ends 1st of June. So it's really like the 9 and the 6 are here also. It's talking about kind of the study energy. But also you see friends, like French are still very important for you. So intuitively, this is in this line. There's no sword energy, there's no worries. There's really like a going for your passion, going to invest something. And yeah, it's really like a searching for groups. You're looking for, like, because this is in the position what you see, connections with people. And indeed, if you now start to study, it's very important what connections you make, what friends you have. Like you are kind of who you surround yourself with. So look carefully who you let in your circle. Of course, here in this card is these 3 angels. Like this is Raphael, Gabriel, and Michael. So it could be this kind of loving, even protection. Friends are the loving protection we have in our life. Keep the friends. Don't forget your friends, even if you're studying. And let me read now this Aurora Gamma. This is your advice. Interesting. I love to see these kind of cards. Before I read this thing, I have a feeling like I want to verify this, what this is cat, because it really came to me like heavily this story of my friend losing the cat. Give me verify of this High Priestess here. What is the intuition now here? Wanting you to hear something of this missing cat, or like what is it? Okay, 10 of Pentacles and Judgment. think you will get the clarity. This is in the positive side, this kind of like apocalypse now. But then it's combined with this Ten of Pentacles that is like having like a happy family life. So in the case of like if there's missing cat, it is really like somebody has let this cat into this happy home. This is like a place with the gates, and maybe it entered there and it's there, like inside this home. And so that's why it's not showing up. It found a new home, it looks like. You too, you could have like a really like a big start of like, this could be the school you're entering, this is a place you're entering, some new place. The cat also found, maybe you consider if you find this cat one day, maybe the cat wanna lead you somewhere. This is a spirit animal maybe. I mean in the real life. It wanna just make you notice a place that you would not otherwise notice, and maybe it went to somewhere that you will find also. I will get all the school thing here. What if this cat went to a school and the school is closed and it's there? That's the idea. Like it's in some schoolyard and now it's like locked and he cannot get out. Anyway, you could check this. Anyway, let's read this now. It really gives me the school vibe. School year. Something about learning and looking some master. Okay, advice pile number 3. It's time to let go of what has been. You are swiftly outgrowing your past. Explore and commit to a spiritual practice that supports your personal transformation so that you can cross the threshold before you now. Embrace your freedom to be creative in your approach rather than doggedly committing yourself to your previous ideas or plans. You have the spiritual intelligence necessary to evolve. Continue your healing journey with trust that a positive outcome is imminent. Aurora is the Roman goddess of the dawn, the bringer of light and initiatrix. Oh, I didn't took the shadow and light in this pile. Okay, soon I'm gonna do this. Made me think. Aurora is the Roman goddess of the dawn, the bringer of the light and initiatrix of a new cycle or chapter in your life. She is the luminous dispeller of darkness, the flickering flame of hope in the heart that can burn into such a radiant holy fire that even the greatest challenges do not cause the soul to turn away in fear. Her presence in a reading is seen as a fresh start and overcoming of an old cycle. Yes, I remember now. Yes, this is the deck I will use. I need to show you the devil and the lovers. I need to show you the darkness and the light. These were missing from this reading. So now pile number 3, we're gonna see what is the devil here and what is the light. Victory and the lovers, wow. Hero coming home. But that is, in the cat story for example, it is like the hero went away. Devil energy is somebody coming home victorious, but then maybe seeing like, okay, while I was away, things happened, cat escaped, whatever is the story, but it's a devil this. Maybe it is very I'm gonna read. Do I have the booklet here? Do I have it? Maybe not. No, I didn't took it. I think it's talking about, this is a 6 of Wands. And while I was not saying this, what do I know is the 6 of Wands. This is a hero card. I didn't even say that. I just said like, oh, it's so lined with this. The same card is here. It's a devilish thing. You know, being victorious is not easy. it could be whatever sense it is that you are waiting the cat coming home. This is Hero coming home here also. So it's something. But the light is huge love. It's beautiful, like a lovers in a park. So maybe this is like a lonely journey to be this hero. It takes a lot. A long journey to do this. It's a lonely path to even to be in spiritual journey. There's a lot of light here, and one of the light is this beautiful love. So remember that exists here. It's a beautiful thing. And it's like a new dawn. New beginning. So not everything is lost. Okay. So that was the pile number 3 reading. I think I read now everything. I'm going to pause, and then I prepare the Virgo reading. So happy birthday, all the Virgos. It's Virgo season on. And I'm gonna pull now a crystal that determines deck and the advice card you're gonna get. Oh, crown chakra, really high guru energy. King and queen, the highest energy. It's amazing. You'll get this deck. Okay, here is that card at the bottom. Anyway, let's mix it a bit. Get your Virgo energy here. This is, I'm gonna do the same Arcadia Goddess Shadow Sister Bread. And you will get the angel deck as your advice card for your birthday. It's a nice thing, angelic message. You will get this. It doesn't have to be a long reading. Let's see first the angel message for Virgo. Happy birthday, I'm so happy for you there. Let's put the party time here. Now it's time for you to celebrate. And you have courage, Michael. Archangel Michael is here. Wow, nice. Not to be afraid. Beautiful. Now we have this into the spread. I'm going to need also this shadow and light position. Let me see it soon. Anyway, now we're gonna have this intuitive spread. So what do I hear now for Virgo? What do I see? What do I feel? And last, what do I know? Now we get the shadow and light. Let's have the classic tarot. It's a nice lovers on the bottom. Let's mix this deck well. So I have decided that I'm not doing really horoscope readings now regular base. If I feel like, if there's some important moments, yes. Otherwise, just for the star signs whenever is the birthday. And of course, tomorrow, like now, when you see this reading, you have seen already my life. Every Sunday I'll give this kind of 30-minute free live, and then I can answer any horoscope sign reading, like a mini reading for anybody. So I thought that is serving the best the audience. So now let's see Virgo's shadow during the birthday and the light. So let's see them immediately. Okay. Shadow is this kind of tricky energy. It's kind of like a needing tactics. There is some kind of like a wrongdoings, but then again, the sword energy here, page of sword, is to be clever yourself, having this youthful. I mean, this could be the devil too. That there is this somebody is really like a kind of brainwashing you, because there's really like a mind involvement here. But this is the devil possession, that there is this shadow is some kind of Kill Bill moment, like tactics, and then this very out of the box communication. A lot of thoughts. And this came upside down, but it's a light. I won't take the upside down now. This light is Justice card. So it is following your own path is the light. It's truth. This is also in truth. So being truthful is really healing for the heart. Speaking from your heart with the truth. Like if these people have the cunning and a bit like a trickery energy, like a cheater energy, you are like lifting the sword here for truth and honesty, and you're like I keep my word. I'm like an honest person. Like I want to have like a fair game here. Same sword is here also. That Michael is also really like killing the devil. It's like you are definitely on the right side. This is even on the right. This is on the left. But like you are like light is that you know you are like playing fair game, even the others are not. Okay, let's see now. What is this kind of high priestess style reading? What do I hear? Wow, there is really like a you are listening my tarot reading. There is like a really like this kind of tarot reader with crystal ball. So you're listening my reading. It's kind of like a true. Three of Swords could be like a pain. You search for this meaning from the dark places because you have been suffering. You have lost something. So you kind of want to understand the darkness. Sometimes indeed to embody this kind of high priestess energy, you can be completely in dark. You can be in like these dark days and be in dark rooms and like that's like you're hearing. Maybe you need a little bit this kind of like time to be a little bit like underneath the ground, like healing with the darkness. It can be very, very like a nurturing in this kind of like a velvet blanket. And in this case, it's this kind of tarot reading. I don't know, should I read this? Maybe I should read this. It gives you better understanding what this card actually wants to tell exactly. Just funny to see that you are hearing the tarot reading, be like helping you. Why so sad on your birthday? What happened? Is there like some sadness, worries? Let's see, where is this card? I wish I would find it easier. Maybe I find it now. Okay, so indeed this is crying, like looking into the crystal ball. I'm gonna put a little light here. It's getting so dark already. Many forms of divination rely upon interpreting signs or symbols. The form vary in the way that those signs or symbols are acquired. Scrying is done with anything with a reflective surface, although objects with dark background are generally considered more effective, such as dark wall filled with water or black mirror. A pane of glass painted black on the back, usually placed within a frame. Crystal balls are also common. A pond or any still body of water can be used. Scrying is simple. Sitting before your scrying tool, gaze at the surface softly, letting your eyes unfocused. Breathing slowly and steadily, enter a light meditative state. Let images emerge from the depths of your scrying tool and reveal themselves on the surface. Yes, this is. It's kind of like very like a magical spiritual tool to indeed to stare even on a pond, have this kind of very sacred space. You can create also with the crystal ball, but it could be healthy for you to have that kind of healing darkness. So that's what I hear. And maybe there are like messages that come, that you hear them, like your intuition comes from the heart. You hear them in this quiet place. So if you seek this kind of quiet place, it can be very healing. You start hearing those messages, okay? What I see, okay, three. These kind of goddess numbers, interesting, mirroring each other. 3 of Pentacle agreements with people. This is like a blooming. How do you bloom? What kind of nurture you need? People around you, or like how can you bloom? This is this kind of let let yourself make good deals with people. It can be in work related, but you can let yourself bloom. It's your birthday. This kind of garden, maybe it's even just this harvest season is very actual in this case. I'm not going to read this story now, but it's a little busy now in the garden can be very beautiful energy that you see around you this kind of harvest season. What I feel, mother of air. So there is this mother energy. This is feel like a usually Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, air sign mother. But this queen is able to move the pain into wisdom. So it's really like a wise mother, wise queen. And you feel like maybe yourself. This is also just wise person to lead. You're seeing that part in yourself. You're feeling like that's like a wise advice, wise things are needed. Maybe I read this card for you because it is beautiful. So Virgo, what do I feel? Mother of air writes books and creates language. She builds bridges with words and ideas, helping you communicate more effectively. There's this communication is everywhere here. Shadow is this kind of like a cunning, cheating, lies thing that are tackled here. Kind of current fight. And you're feeling like you really need to stay wise. And then the light is to be this just wise leader. So stay on this kind of like a grounded in wisdom. What do I know? Wow, there is beautiful Neptunus. Currently, what was the sign was in Neptunus? Is it like a Neptunus in Aries? Yes. This could be a lover type for you. 8 of Wand. It's like a manifestation or like some kind of man in the water. Swimming water. Like, of course, this is like emotional. But let me read about this Neptune because this can be smoke and mirrors also. But if there is a relationship is between this air queen, kind of mentally active queen, with this kind of emotional king. That is the Neptunus. Very romantic. Poetic also type. Maybe you meet in the spa, this guy, if you're single. In the sauna. Oh, yeah, let's see. No, I'm gonna find it. Here. Do you know, like, I know when I do this reading for Virgo, there is something about this Neptune. No matter what chaos ensues, Neptune stands calmly in the middle of it all, confident, somehow in control, and rather enjoying the ride. There is saying about magic being done with smoke and mirrors. This is a little bit this devil energy, so like a smoke and mirrors happening here. Now this man. Neptune is the master of smoke and mirrors, and most of his magic focus on the mind. His energy covers the world with a blanket of romance and glamour. Beguiling mist cover the mundane and inspire the mind to dream or trick it into believing illusions. In this altered state induced by Neptune's charms, the mind relaxes, logic blurs, and synapses make new connections, allowing a welling up of psychic tendencies and letting flow the fleeting feelings of compassion, sensitivity, and tolerance. The Eight of Fire lulls us into daydreams and fantasies. Logic takes a backseat as our soul craves mystery and illusion. Once the mind is quieted and open, we begin to accept and then embrace the possibility of dreams coming true. And Neptune knows that belief is the first step towards creation. Wow! This Swords here could talk about some bad beliefs, and here is some new beliefs, like what you can do, and your own path, like very path and purpose. And here also the angel is showing the way. Here, I think it's very healing for you to be in contact with this kind of elements like water and darkness. I have heard about this kind of like a, what is it, like a blue water, some kind of floating, where you can just float in a some kind of tank, water tank. Because this talk about meditation, or it's something that you would go for your birthday, you would go to some spa, or you would go, I think spa would be really relaxing, some massage and let some man massage you, even if you're a woman or man, but let yourself like a relax. So your logic blurs, you don't always need to be in your head. And then it could be even some very like a relaxing place. This Neptune is trying to lead you there on your birthday. Like you should really enjoy in some water elements. Could be really healing. Okay, let's read now this courage. This is for your birthday, Virgo. So, what is the message from the angel Gabriel? Michael. So, stand in your higher strength, know that you are capable, that you can push beyond your barriers to gain success. You are being called upon to do what's necessary to push beyond your fears, despite what is presented and expected. Presenting or expected. Strength of will is needed here to overturn thoughts of failure. Know that with right thinking, choice, and application, you will win through. Believe that life is working with you, readjusting and maneuvering where it can behind the scenes to match your efforts. When you walk in tune with life, you will know it because you will feel protected and unperturbed, as if cocooned, because through the energy of correct alignment, you really will be. This inner strength comes from the correct alignment between your soul, the source of all life, the full creative force of pure energy, and the highest form of love and life that flows through you, and the source of life in a cyclical fashion. All that is needed is honesty and trust. You need to hold the vision of what is achievable. Synchronicity, intuition, and right action are important. Archangel Michael brings all the qualities, all leadership, strength, power, and presence of the divine to help in any way possible in your time of need. Michael cuts through untruths and drama to restore truth, peace, and purpose. Michael urges you to connect with the energy of the following crystals: pink, tourmaline, sunstone, amazonite, aquamarine, and ruby. Affirmation: I work with confidence towards achieving my soul purpose with ease and grace. Or maybe I say it again. It could be a nice confirmation for your affirmation for your birthday. I work with confidence towards achieving my soul purpose with ease and grace. This Justice card is totally aligned with this Michael energy as well. Feel this balance. This is in the story is always like defeating the devil. So you just have a lot of this Swords card here, indicating that kind of a higher self. This is the highest crystal, even the guru, the positive and egotist in the negative. You can trust your higher self, let's say, that it got your back. And there is Archangel Michael even for your birthday. So I see this very positive reading. Let yourself relax and also bloom. Enjoy the kind of paradise where you are. When you see around, this is kind of paradise. Like what beauty can you see around you? Yes, you can hear, like you can hear this kind of messages and stuff. But what is the reality? Like what actual beautiful things is in your life? Be grateful of that in your birthday season. It's kind of like it's the more you're grateful, it's kind of increase. It helps to be thankful. And then know your truth. And what is your like a purpose? Interesting energies for Virgo. So happy birthday! I end now. I hope you like my reading. This was a long thing to do, and see you next week. Then I illustrate some more Faust stories. Okay. And if you didn't subscribe because it helped my channel. Now, indeed, I study, and so I'm only doing this kind of Sunday readings. So until December for sure, I will only do this. Okay, thank you and bye.